Ill, prompting our medical chief to declare there's no point having more travel bans. It came as the share market suffered a bloodbath on the worst day since the GFC. Brett McLeod begins our coverage.
This winery just outside Seymour has temporarily closed its doors to the public because of one of the latest cases of coronavirus.
A further 3 cases of COVID-19 were confirmed last night.
All had been on international flights, 2 from the US and 1 from Iran. One, a man in his 50s, visited Cinema Nova in Carlton, and Wine by Sam in Seymour on March 3, which says as a precaution they're closing their cellar door for 14 days. The patient was on the same flight as the father of singer Missy Higgins. The Health Minister today unapologetic for her weekend criticism of the Toorak doctor.
Look, I'm very happy to speak to him about this matter, but, my thoughts are with him. I wish him a speedy recovery. My thoughts are with his patients.
3 of the last 4 Victorian cases have been travellers from the US, but the Chief Medical Officer says no more travel bans are likely.
You can't prevent your own citizens from coming back. So at the moment, the expert advice to government has been that the travel bans we've got in place are proportionate and that no more travel bans are recommended.
Travel restrictions are still in place with Italy, but their most famous racing export has been cleared for the Grand Prix, as has the event itself.
I'm not feeling at all concerned going to mass gatherings or walking down the streets in Victoria, so I don't think there's a risk at the Grand Prix.
That's despite other major international events such as Indian Wells Tennis Tournament in California being cancelled because of a coronavirus outbreak. So with the Melbourne Grand Prix seemingly assured of going ahead, it still leaves the question, at what point would Australian medical authorities shut down mass gatherings like this one? The trigger, if it comes, would be large-scale, person-to-person transmission.
At a point where we have more local transmission than we have imported cases, that's a definite point to make a review.
Meantime, a Melbourne family which endured the Diamond Princess quarantine have decided to stay isolated for another 14 days, despite getting the all clear.
So we've decided to just self-isolate for 2 weeks. It's just giving everyone a bit of peace of mind and ourselves as well, that we hadn't brought anything back in our transit home.
Brett McLeod, 9 News.